So in last class, we started about discussing about digital forensic. Okay, that how to collect the evidence. Okay, how to do an investigation. Okay, so we initiated that. What is the process? So we discussed about the process of digital forensic. Okay, now when we are going to analyze the data. Okay, so first what is been required? First we require the data, isn't it? So acquiring of an image has been done at the beginning. Once the image has been acquired, now we are going to understand that what type of, or you can say, is there any malicious PDF or any particular malicious file has been downloaded in that source, or in that particular scenario, in that source or area or not. Okay, so generally what the forensic person will going to do over here, he will start analyzing it. He will try to see into the download folder. He will try to see in another folders as well, is there any downloaded file or not. Okay, so all the PDF will be checked as a suspicious one. Okay, so generally when we talk about a forensic, there are two type of data we collect. One is your volatile data and the second one is your non-volatile data. Okay, now volatile data is what? Data which resides in your memory. Okay, and it will lost when the system has been closed or restarted. Okay, we also call it as a temporary memory. So clipboard content is your volatile data, RAM memory, CPU cache, okay, registers, then your process table, okay, temp file, or these are what? These are your volatile data. Now let me show you or give you a quick example over here. I'm opening in command prompt. Okay. Now in this command prompt, let me go ahead and write a couple of commands. So let's say I want to check for the IP address. Okay. I want to ping 8.8.8.8 a random IP, getting a reply back. Okay. Want to clear the screen. If I go with clear, nothing will happen. Okay, if I go with CLS, it will get cleared. Okay, now I had typed couple of commands, isn't it? First I checked for the IP address, then I pinged one particular IP, and post to that I had typed, I had cleared the screen. Okay, 3 to 4 commands have been used. Now can I check the history? What all commands have been used? Losky/history. Here you go. These are the previously used command. Now, if I close this command prompt and again open it, okay, I want to see what all commands have been used previously. So same command, dosky. I'm not able to see. All the commands have been gone. This is an example of your volatile data. Once the application of the system has been restarted, everything will be deleted. Okay, so it's in temporary memory. Then we have is your volatile data. Sorry, non-volatile data. Okay. Now, non-volatile data is what? Data which resides in your secondary storage that will be stay even the system will be even the system is being restarted. Okay, like your data in your hard drive, data in your files, data in your archives, data in your ROM, data in your USB, CD, DVD. These are what? These are your non-volatile data. Okay, so data in hard drive, then in your files, then in your archives, ROM, CD, DVD. Okay, that is your volatile data. Now, how you are going to collect the data? How data should be collected? So for that, what do we have? We have order of volatility. It's in process. Okay, we call order of volatility. Now, how this order has been going? So first, what we are going to do? We are going to check for CPU, cache, and registry. Okay, check what you can get from here. Okay, then check the ARP caches. Then check your routers. What is in processing table? Check inside your RAM. Check inside your file system. Okay. Check inside your non-volatile data. Removable media device. Is there any system is been logged in remotely? What are there inside your archives? So this is your order of volatility. How you are going to process a step-by-step approach. First, check all your volatile data. CPU cache and registries. Check the ARP cache. Check your RAM memory. Check your temp files. Check your fixed and removable media. Okay. Now, if you are performing an offline analysis, okay. Now, how the investigator is going to collect an evidence? So, before to that, he should be, he will be visiting, he will be traveling to the suspect location. Okay. Then he will try to acquire all this volatile and non-volatile data. Okay, from your hard drive, from your RAM, from your CPU storage. Okay, physically he will be visiting over that particular location and start performing analyzing it. Okay, then remotely also this can be done. Remote investigation. Okay, practically it will be performed. So investigator, what he will be doing, he will be connecting to the device remotely if that system is not having all those applications. Okay, so he will be connecting with an admin team and telling them these are my list of the application that need to be installed in that system. Go ahead and install all this. Then post to that I will start my forensic investigation. Okay, once that has been done, the next step is your document finding in an articulate manner. Even the non-technical person can understand it. Whenever we write a report, we write in such a in very easy language that even if there is a non-technical team or non-technical person, he can also understand it. Why it has been written into in this particular format? By any chance, okay, by any chance, if that need to be displaced into the court of law, the person who has been sitting over there, the judge, or that particular, you can say, the stakeholders, they are non-technical people, so they can understand what is the main cause, what is the root cause of the attack, how the attack has been done, what are the can say what are the flaws, okay, what has been deleted, what has been taken, what has been downloaded, what has been captured by the hacker or by that particular source team. Okay, that each and everything will be informed, it will be mentioned over there into a non-technical manner. Okay, now this is your digital forensic. Now next is your network forensic. Okay, now this network forensic is again a sub branch of your digital forensic, which is going to deal with monitoring and analyzing your network traffic. Okay, so nowadays we have multiple tools available to perform this. We have WireShark, we have SIEM, network miner. SIEM is also capable to do this. Okay, then we have TCP dump, T-Shark, PRT network monitor, MS network monitor. Okay, then we have the common view, many other tools. Okay, and what we are going to analyze, we are going to analyze the PCAP files, packet capturing files, packet traffic capturing files. Okay, and always this file will be in the format of PCAP, cap, PCAP ng. Okay, and very common tool which has been used by the organization is your WireShark. It's a packet sniffing tool. Okay, so let's say we are connected to an Facebook. Okay, the connection has been established. Now whatever activity you are doing over there, when you are visiting a page, then you are liking any of the picture, so what all activity you are doing, each and every activity has been captured. Okay, and that can be monitored down the line. So generally there are two type of a network traffic analysis. One is your post-mortem of a real-time analysis. Generally this has been done by the every organization with the help of an SIM. Okay, SIM is capable of full packet capturing. So packet capturing is generally an activity which belongs to your short traffic. Okay, so that's the reason we say SOC is what? SOC is a 24/7. SOC never sleep. Okay, so there are lots of tool again for to analyze all this network traffic. Okay, so we do a post-mortem by analyzing all this packet capturing, by analyzing all this packet which have been captured. Okay, we are going to see who has been logged in inside the device, who has logged out inside the device, into the last night, what all activities has been happened. Okay, who has visited what website. So every traffic has been analyzed with with this tool. Okay, now to open a tool we generally go within command wireshark. We'll get started. Okay, now let's say I want to capture the traffic. If I'm visiting any of the website, so the website is Google. This website I want to visit, but before to that, let me start the interface. Okay, start capturing the file google.com. At the backend, can you see? Start capturing all the files. Once I stop this, let's scroll a bit up. This is what the time, the source IP from where the request has been made, and the destination IP to whom the request has been made. Okay, which protocol is being used, followed by the information. Okay, whenever you are going to establish a connection, how we are going to identify the connection has been established? Three-way handshake will happen. In three-way handshake, what particular packets have been sent? Yes. How three-way handshake has been established? Which packets have been sent?
Then Synac and Synac.
Sync and
Acknowledgement.
acknowledgement. Okay. I want to communicate with any other device. Now, before sending any particular file, a connection has been established. Now, in that, while establishing a connection, what he is going to do is first he is going to send a packet, which is often SYN. Synchronization packet has been saying it's a TCP packet. In response to that, what he is going to do, he is going to reply back, okay, my port is open. Okay, we can communicate on this port. Synac has been sent. Okay, and we are going to acknowledge it back. That's great. Let's go ahead and establish the connection and start sharing the file. Okay, now this three-way handshake can be seen with the help of your WireShark as well. Syn, Synac, and ACK. Client hello. Connection has been established. Okay, so similarly, we can capture each and every packet. To see the statistic of the packets, capture file properties. Here it is. Name of the file, length of the file, hash. Again, hash will get counted. Okay. File packet, when it has been collected. Last packet, when it has been received. From which device it has been received. We had collected the packet. Statistic of that packet. How many packets are there? 1465. Time to capture this packet. Average PPS, packets per second. Average packet size. Okay. Displayed 100%. All the packets have been displayed. Complete information of it. You can check it from your statistic. Okay. Now, if you want to filter any particular packet, or if you want to see any port, specific port, you can use this search bar. You can search it for here. Let's say I want to search for TCP port number 80. What connection has been established on TCP port number 80? Is there any port number 80 open? So simply writing TCP dot port double equals to 80. Search. Here you have. TCP connection. Similarly, you can check for port number 443 as well. Show me traffic for 443. Here you have all the traffics on port number 443. Okay. Similarly, if you want to search for a specific string, so what you can do over here, press Ctrl F. Can you see? A new search bar will be opened, and from here you can see check for your control fields. Okay. Now, what do we have inside this? First, second, third. Okay. These are known as your three panes. Three panes of WireShark. So first is your packet pane. where we can see all the packets. Second is your frame pane. Okay, and third one is your data representation. Okay, if you want to see the packet detail, just click onto that packet. The detail will be shown over here. When it has been transmitted, what is the source and hexa value, and if there is any information that will be displayed over here. Okay, let me show you. I have one packet captured. Okay, so there is a file by the name of an lol.pcap, packet capture file. So let me open this file inside your WireShark. So simply what you have to do, write the name of the tool, WireShark, followed by the file name. Okay, now these are what? These are the packets which have been captured inside that file, lol.pcap. Total number of packet 67. Now again, if you want to see specifically complete information, statistic, capture file property, name of the file, length of the file, and these are the hashes of that file which have been calculated. Okay, first packet has been captured, date and time. Last packet has been captured, date and time. Hardware, unknown. Operating system was Linux. Okay, total number of packets 67. Time required 39.695 seconds. Okay, so these are the details of it. Now, when we start doing an investigation, so what generally we do, we look for first is your IP address. Okay, what are the source IP and what is the destination IP? Okay, so how we can do that? Simply go inside your statistic, then look for the endpoints. Here are your endpoints of IPv4. Okay, if you want to follow the string, just right click over here, follow TCP stream. Full TCP stream will be displayed. What has been happening? Someone has logged in inside any particular account by the name user anonymous has logged in inside an account and asked for then this particular source asked for the password. Password has been given. Login successful. Okay. Then post to that some commands has been used. Information which has been displayed. So this is what this has been happening inside it. A step-by-step things have been happening. Okay. Similarly, if you want to check for is there any HTTP string or not, so simply go inside and file, export object. Here you have some option. Check for HTTP, no information because no websites have been associated. Check for SMB, no information, no SMB ports have been used. Okay, so similarly you can check for check for any particular port. If it is a website, you will be going with HTTPS port number 8443 directly. If it is not, then look for other source, other instant. Okay. Now, if you want to get a bit more knowledge about the WireShark, it will be my recommendation. What you can do, Now there are few of the website where you can practice all this thing and learn all this thing. Okay. Blue Team Lab Online, BTLO. Okay. Create an account. Create an account in this particular website and start performing it. We have many options available. Okay. This is how your BTLO will look like. So we have the challenges. We have list of the challenges. You can select it from in categories. You can have all the categories as well. If you want to do as an incident response, here are the machines of an incident response. If you want to do a digital forensic, here are the machines of a digital forensic. OSINT, want to go with an open source intelligence gathering, here it is. Want to go with threat hunting, these are no specific for threat hunting, so you have to go with the pro version. Okay, so I won't be suggesting you all guys to go with a pro version. Just go with all the free resources which are available, free challenges. Okay, and start performing it. Again, challenges will be starting from an easy level to an complicated, so you can simply search it from here. Okay, that you want difficulty challenge, difficulties level should be very much easy. So first go with an easy and start with that exercise. Okay, there is one more website, Try Hack Me. Again, a very good website. Inside this also we have many challenges. These are your machines. Okay, again, to understand about the Linux, to understand about the WireShark. Okay, so we have WireShark Basic and we have WireShark Intermediate. Okay, so you can learn it from here too, how the tools are being used, and again go with the free one. This is only there inside and Try Hack Me, not inside your BTLO. These are your challenges, straight away the challenges. Scenario has been given and you have to perform that challenge. Here is the scenario. There's tools you can use, VirusTotal, Aniran, OSINT, and find the information. There is a file, you need to download this file and you need to perform an investigation in that file. Okay. Now system forensic is what? It deals with two things. One is your memory and one is your disk base. Okay. So memory based forensic will be RAM and disk base will be your ROM, like your hard drive, SSD, USB, all such kind of things. Okay, so in terms of an volatile data, what we do? We do an live forensic. For example, Windows log, collect the information of an Windows log, which we have discussed yesterday. Okay, or else what I can do? I can dump the entire content of my RAM. Okay, again, we have a tool for it. We have a RAM capturing tool, magnet capturing tool, FTK imager. Okay, so we can simply capture all the details from it. So I want only the RAM detail. I want the memory of an RAM. Okay, so we can perform an investigation on it. So let's collect all these details. So for that we have some specific tools available. Okay, yesterday I had shown you one tool which is known as your FTK image. Same tool can be used to capture all this RAM memory. Okay. Next is your disk-based forensic. Disk-based forensic, what we do? It's an volatile data. Okay. So format in memory dump. So format will be in the form of .raw, .mem, .vem. Now the question arises over here. Okay. What we are going to look inside that memory? We collected the RAM memory. We collected the disk memory. Now what we are going to look in that memory? Yes. I've collected the RAM memory. Now what I'm going to analyze it from that? What I'm going to look? Okay. So when we say we are going to analyze it, so yes, this is one thing you are going to capture. Okay. Which application has been used? What website has been visited? So these are what we are going to see. What are processes have been running at the end? Okay. How many ports have been opened? Is there any file has been injected in the process? Is we are going to check for the temp file. We are going to check for the DLL. What are the startup program? Is there any clipboard contact? Someone has copied something. Okay, let's try to see. We can paste it over here. That is not been deleted. The system is not been restarted. So we can check for the clipboard content as well. What are the services have been running actively? Is there any personal settings have been changed? Any password has been changed or any password has been reset? All this current activity will be monitored, will be analyzed. Okay, that is your memory based forensic. So these are some things, some few points which I had shared, okay, that you can analyze. Post to that we have many things available. Okay, so as you start performing and this particular forensic, you will get to know about it. Now second is your disk based forensic. Disk based forensic is what? File system, simple definition. Okay, so we are going to check what is the structure of the file system. Okay, we are going to check, is there any we are going to analyze that memory. Okay, how that can be done? With the help of a volatility. Okay, so we have some tools available, volatility tool we will be using. With that we will be taking a help of that and we will start analyzing that data. Okay, remember yesterday I had shown you that FTK image tool. Inside that I had opened one evidence. Again, that is a part of your disk based forensic. That evidence has been collected from an hard drive. A folder has been detected. Okay, then of that folder the investigation starts. Now there are certain common file types inside your Windows. In Windows we have NTFS, FAT32, FAT16, FAT12. In Linux what do we have? ext4, ext3, ext2. In Mac OS what we have? APFS, HFS, HFS plus. These are what? These are your common file system inside your Windows and inside your operating system. Okay. Now, how the Windows this particular forensic has been done? So for before all the devices we can perform it. So it's not specific to an Windows. Okay. So for Mac as well, for Linux as well. So these are the three majorly operating system have been used, isn't it? So we should be aware, at least we should be having a base understanding about this operating system so we can perform an OS forensic. Okay, so we should be familiar with the working commands and methodology of all this operating system. Okay, now when we start with an Windows forensic, so first what we do, we collect an volatile information. Okay, Then we collect a non-volatile information. Then we look for the memory, any particular then we go for it in Windows memory analysis. Then we go for Windows registry analysis. We look for the logs. Okay. We look for the metadata investigation. We look for Windows file. We go with a Windows file analysis. We check for the cookie. We check for the cache, all the history. Everything will be monitored over there. Okay. Who has logged in inside the system? Anyone has manipulated with the registries or not, with the settings or not. Okay. We will start collecting the logs as well. Is there any logs? What are logs have been captured? Is there any log has been deleted? We are going to check for that as well. Okay. Then we are going to look for the any particular open file system. So we can go with a command, net file command. Okay. Net file followed by the ID of the file, and you can check with it. Is there any particular open file system? You can have a look over there. Okay. Or else you can go inside the registries as well. Inside registries, we can check, is there any particular open file system, or anyone has to install any application. We can check it from registries as well. Okay. Anyone has installed any application and uninstalled any application, we can have a look from here, from that there too. Okay. Then post to that, we will be collecting the information of a network. Okay. So we are going to discover other network system. We are going to look for the net bias. Okay. All the list of the connection, how many devices have been connected at present. Okay. Previous to that, what are other devices have been connected on okay. And post to that, we are going to check, is there any other IP address which is not been mapped, is used over here. Okay. That is your network, collecting the evidence from a network connectivity. Okay. Now this was for in Windows. Now what about Linux? Okay. Again, Linux is what, it's an open source operating system. Okay. And majorly, generally we use Linux in security domain. If you talk about offensive team, the pentest team is fully working onto a Linux environment. Okay. Most of the time, architecture has been built onto your Linux environment. If you are going to build a SOC environment majorly used to build all this architecture in your Linux. So it's an important from a forensic investigator that we should examine the Linux system, and we should be having at least a good understanding into a Linux environment as well. Okay. Now in Linux as well, we go with by collecting all the volatile data. So volatile data includes your host name, data, date, time, all that information. Okay, what is your uptime? What is your location, network information? How many ports are open? Is there any particular files are being opened? Okay, what are the user event? What are the running processes? What are the kernel messages? All these things. These are your volatile. Okay, so first we are going to collect the host name, date, and time. All these details. Okay, just go with the command host name. It will give the information. Okay, if you want to check the date and time, any modification, you can check it over here. Okay, so similarly we have different commands to check for what is the uptime. You can simply go with uptime command. This is your uptime. Okay, you will be collecting the information of your network as well. So ifconfig, which is going to give you all the details. If you go with IO, it is going to go with the interface as well, how many interface has been used. If you go with IP address show, it is going to give you more information. Okay, what all network is your NIC has been up and connected or not with a netstat. We can see more information. Okay, so all the information will be extracted over here. Network information, you're related to your TCP and UDP port. If you go with netstat-I, all the network interfaces. Okay, if you want to check for the routing table, similarly netstat-RN going to show you all the routing tables. Okay, if you want to check for the routing IP, IP space R. Okay, so like this we are going to extract more and more information. Okay, your port information, your file program information, what are the file port associated with it. Okay, what are the open files are there. So to check for the open file, here you go, list of it. Okay, now to collect all the mount information, mount file information, just go within command mount. Here you have. Okay, so if you want to check for what are the kernel modules, ls mod. Okay, more information of the module, go by the mod information followed by the kernel name. Okay, now this is specific to your Linux environment to collect the information of your volatile and non-volatile data. Okay, now what about Mac? Okay, now Mac is your Unix based operating. In Mac, a Unix base has been designed onto your Unix. It's an Unix based operating system in the Macintosh computer system. Okay, now this operating system on Mac has been used by the BST kernel layer. Okay, to advancement of a network malware tool to check for the lower availability. So what we do, we perform again a in-depth process. Okay, so first we are going to detect the system version. So we have different command for it. Inside an Mac, we go to view all this information. We have system view.pl list. With that, it is going to give you all the list, file path of the list. Okay, we can check for the timestamp. If there's any timestamp is what? Recovery. Is there any particular recovery point has been created? Anything happened to the device, so we can recover that device. If that has been created, let's look for that. Okay, what are the application bundles have been used? We'll be looking in for that. Okay, what is the user account? What is the file system account? What is the base security module has been used inside this particular device? Okay, check for the time machine, check for the spotlight, check for the home directory. All this information will be collected with inside your Mac, which is known as your Mac forensic. Okay, so for that, what we do an web application forensic, which is going to involve all tracing back all the security attack which has been occurred inside your web application. Okay, This includes all the collection and analyzing the log which have been configured inside your web application. So how that web is been exploited. Okay, how the web has been particular disturbed. Due to the disturb of the nature of the web application, we are going to trace all this thing. Okay, why? Because for web application, for a website, there is a very limited downtime is been allowed. If my server has been down, so will be having a limited time over here. By this time, your server should be up and running. So we have to analyze it. We have to check for it. Okay, we cannot keep that server for too much long, or to hold up for too much long time. We have to trace back all the difficulties. Okay, so what are the indicators of a web attack generally? How we are going to understand the web attack has been done? So first, there are certain key points which you have to know about it. Okay, so if a customer which have been who are using all this service, they are unable to use this service. So that means something has been happened. Okay, any suspicious activity in user account, any sensitive details have been leaked. Your URL is being redirected to another website. Okay, unusual the page is getting a page is getting slower down. Network performance is very much slow. Okay, the servers are taking a bit more time to reboot. These are certain factors that we can understand, that we can say that our the servers, our websites is not is been tempered. It's not working properly. Okay, now there are many web-based attacks. Now these are certain web application threats. Okay, there are many. There are security configuration, sensitive data exposure, cross-site scripting, all the OWASP top 10 attacks. Okay, you can include over here. Then your insufficient logging and monitoring, everything. Those will be the threats of a web application. Okay, the major threat. Yes, DNS poisoning, ARP poisoning. Okay, now how we are going to investigate this web-based attack? So first, what we are going to do, we are going to conduct an the particular we are going to collect an information. Okay, collect the information as in, so collect an information of that security check, security alert. Okay, then where this has been which particular server or system has been hampered. Okay, if the servers have been hampered, take the servers offline. Okay, start collecting the logs, the web server log, the firewall log. Look for the events. Okay, with the help of your SIEM tool, look for the IDS logs. Okay, how your servers have been configured, check that information. Not only that, use encryption checksum to verify and protect your integrity, or protect to check for the log files. Okay, analyze the traffic. Okay, so we have an dedicated architecture for your web servers. Okay, how the user is connecting to the servers, what all the IPs have been connected. Okay, what requests have been made, so everything will be captured inside it. So we have a tool by the name of Splunk. From that we can easily look for this. So it's a very interesting tool, in fact. Let me see, is my account is valid, still valid or not. Okay, so inside the Splunk we can simply capture, we can simply store all the information. Let's say logs of the servers have been collected. Okay, just upload the log. So let's say I am hosting a website. Okay, you are visiting a website. The website is an InfosecTrain. So when you are browsing from one page to another page, or the request has been made, that request, each and every request has been captured. Okay, from this IP, okay, this IP is been used to connect with the IP of the website, followed by on which platform it has been used. What is your web browser has been used, so Firefox or Google Chrome. That information will be displayed over here. Not only that, what request has been made, a get request or the post request has been made. Okay, that is also been captured. So page name. Okay, you are on the courseware details. So let's say the course name is Security Plus. So you are onto the page of Security Plus. If someone is making a payment, details will be captured over here on payment page. Who is making a request? The IP, the sender IP and the receiver IP will be captured over there. All the information will be captured and we can analyze it inside the Splunk to detect is there any faulty connection, or is there any particular malicious intentionally this some IP who wants to tamper inside this particular servers. So we are going to analyze it from there with the help of the logs. Okay, so not only specifically we are uploading the logs of servers, we can upload the log of any domain. We can upload the log of a Windows or Linux environment or firewall logs. Okay, or we can upload a database log as well. So all the logs can be uploaded inside Splunk. It's a very good tool to analyze all these things. Now, similarly, we have database forensic as well. So database forensic, we are going to look for database. So database will be in the format of an rows and column. Okay. So first, what important thing we should know about is about the database. Okay. What are the different types of a database? MS SQL, MySQL, Oracle. These are your database structured. Okay. Now, when we are going to examine this database, so first we are going to look for what are the transactions has been occurred. What is the database system? Is there any rows has been deleted or any columns have been deleted? Okay, that will be the major thing which we are going to look inside the database. Okay, so let's say SQL attack, injection attack has been done. There is a SQL server. So primary thing what we are going to check, the page header. Okay, in that how many rows are there, how many columns are there, what are the offset table, what are the page headers, all that information first. Once we have it, then we will look for the SQL servers. Okay, SQL server data generally has been stored inside inside your that hosting servers. Okay, we'll be looking for the volatile database. We'll be looking for the our data files, transaction logs. We will be looking for the caches as well. This is your SQL server. Now, when we talk about a Windows operating system will look for the Windows log, SQL server trace file, SQL server errors inside it. Okay, then we start collecting with then we start with an evidence collection. Okay, now for this we have many tools available. So we use Apex SQL, DBA, Apex SQL audit. These are the application to track all the log histories. Okay, so inside that we will be using some certain different command. Okay, to establish all this information, to collect all this information, all the transaction logs, all the activities logs, all this particular you can say database archival logs. Okay, not only that, inside your let's say mine is a Windows server. Inside that, what we are going to check, we are going to check inside the program file, the servers, is there any MDF file? Okay, or we are going to check for the .idl as well. These files are related to your database. Okay, any tempered, any if this file has been updated or modified. Okay, so I had captured information. There is a challenge, particularly of forensic investigation. Okay, so with the tool, we are going to open that file where we are going to investigate it. So add evidence. It's inside an folder. Downloads challenge. Here you go. Finish. Uploaded. Okay. Now what is the challenge? What does challenge been saying? What we have to collect? Okay. Last laptop was been seized from Al Qaeda terrorist in London. So you have been asked to investigate and identify the presence of the following document. So first is terrorist related document, pornographic image, hidden data, steganographic file, extract email, okay, sexual harassment related information, deleted file, NTFS file, Swissback account number. So all this information need to be collected from this database. Okay. So let me quickly show you some of that. Okay. So this is your laptop detail. Inside that we have many files and folders as well. So as an investigator, what I'm going to first check, I'm going to first check are these files are legitimate or not. This file has been saying an exe file. This is an exe file or not. This is a zip file or not. Okay, this is your doc file or not. Once that has been done, we are going to check is there any information has been hidden behind that file. Okay, or what that file has been containing. What information is there inside that file. Both the things will be checked. This is an image file. Behind this image file, I can see some information has been written. That is an it's an steganography. Okay. Similarly, look for other files as well. Is there any other message has been hidden behind that file? Okay. This is an image file. Behind that image file, I can see username and password. So I got one more evidence. Over here, I can see Swissback account number. Okay. So similarly, we will start collecting the information. Okay. Starting from a small approach to an high approach. Okay. So this has been saying it's a text file. Verify it if it is a text file or not. FFDA, that means it's an image file. So these are your image files. Okay. Not only this, we have one more tool from where we can do all these things. We can collect more and more information. That is your autopsy. Okay. This tool is used for analyze all the details. Okay. We can create a new case as well, and we can open the case as well. So both the possibilities are there with an autopsy. It's again a very good tool. Okay, to analyze all those things. So if you want to collect, if you want to go with an information or collect the information, so first you are going to create an case, then you are going to analyze it. If you are already having an case, directly open the case inside it. Okay, go with a new case or open a case. Okay, now if you want to learn a bit more in depth about an autopsy, what you can do, You can go with the same website, that is your try hack me. Okay. In try hack me, we have an easy challenge of an autopsy, which is talking about the basic information, how autopsy has been used. Okay. So you are going to start the machine and start analyzing all those evidence with the help of an autopsy. Okay. Let's say you are receiving any email from any domain. Okay. How we are going to detect whether that email is an suspicious one or it's a normal email? What will be your approach? Remember the website which I showed yesterday, Virus Total. That again, the website is giving us a lot of help. If there is a domain, copy that domain and paste it over there. If there is any particular link is been attached, copy the link and paste it over there. You can upload the attachment as well to check whether the file is a malicious file or not. Okay. First is to understand the security incident, email related. Okay. It is the very preferred method and the personalized method which is used for in communication nowadays. Easy to use and very much fast. Okay. It's a powerful tools as well. Again, cyber criminals, what are they doing? They are using this technology. They are using it to compromise the system, compromise the network inside the organization. Because email has been carrying all the sensitive information such as your bank details, business secrets, society numbers. Okay. So very common attacks which have been done. Crime committed by sending an email, which we use spamming email, phishing email, mail bombing, mail storming, malware distribution. These are what attack has been done by sending an email. Now there are attacks which is supporting the email as well. There are two categories. One is by sending an email, one which is supported by the email. Identity theft, cyber stalking. Okay, these are what? Child pornography. These are what? Crimes which are supported by the email. It's a combination of an email attack and social engineering attack. Okay, very commonly done nowadays. Phishing email easily can be sent. Okay, go with an you can fake email ID. Create an email from a fake email ID and try to send a good looking email. In that email, we are going to give some information of the organization. We are going to inform that you had been won with XYZ amount. You had been won with an XYZ exam voucher. Go ahead and redeem this exam voucher. After this training, you had won the Security Plus exam voucher. If you want to claim for the exam voucher, click on the following link. Okay. Who will be getting under this trap? The person who is having a lack of a knowledge about a phishing scam, not paying attention to the security indicators. That person will be coming under this attack. Okay. Now, how we can identify it? First, look for the headers of that email. Okay. Check what is the source of the email, by what time that email has been arrived. If that email is from a bank or from any particular known organization, so that email will be sent during an working hours, not during an off working hours. if it is not an auto-generated email. Mail sent by any particular person, then it should be during an working hours. Okay. Not only that, look for is that email containing any URL or any other such kind of a thing. Look for that. If it is, check for it whether that URL is a suspicious one or not. Okay. Whatever body has been crafted, written inside that email, check for the errors. There won't be an error if it is an email sent by an authorized or legitimate user or organization. Okay, if it is been sent by an attacker, must be an error, grammatical mistakes. Okay, so there are different types of a phishing attack as well. We have spear phishing, we have whaling attack, we have farming attack. Spear phishing is what attackers generally what they are going to do. They are going to target any specific individual from an organization. Okay, a specific person from a small group and start performing attack. Whaling attack, this attack has been done to your high profile executives like your CEO, CFOs, politicians, celebrities. Okay, then there is a farming attack. Attacker, what they are going to do, they are going to redirect the web traffic. Okay, so it can be your DNS cache poisoning or host file modification that has been done in the farming attack. Now opposed to that, we have spamming attack as well, puddling attack as well, CEO scam as well. Okay, then majorly the crimes have been committed by sending an emails, mail bombing or mail storming. Okay, now mail bombing is what repeatedly sending multiple email message but at an one address. Okay, sending multiple copies, identical copies to the same recipient. Okay, then there is a mail storming. Junk mails have been sent. Okay, now this occurs when computers start communicating with each other without any human intervention. Auto forwarders emails have been sent. Okay, multiple malwares have been sent nowadays. Attackers are scanning all those things. Okay, now what is the agenda behind this attack? What will be the agenda of any attacker? Any guesses? Okay, so possibilities can be two, either for a ransom, either for a fun. That's what generally agenda of an attackers are nowadays. So they steal your information, PII details, personally identifiable information, and that information has been sold, or either that information has been shared over a public resource. Okay. Now there are certain, you can say certain common techniques attacker use to collect this PII details. So physical theft by particularly snatching your laptop or mobile phone, etc. Okay, or from an internal search, internet searches, you can get all this information. Social engineering, again you can get that information. Dumpster diving, heard about dumpster diving? Okay, let's say I had ordered some clothes, okay, or an headphone, but I had ordered this headphone at my office address. When the parcel has been received, about to that box, what has been written? Your name, your address, your phone number, organization address, and the phone number. Okay, generally what we do, we take that parcel, open that box, take the headphone and dump that particular box into the dustbin. Do we remove that address details, complete details? Do we take it down? If you do, then that's a very good thing. If not, think in other way around. Think in other direction. Attacker, what they can do, they can take an advantage. They can look for all this activity. They will be dumping down in your particular dustbin, searching from a dustbin. Okay. Not only the specific information has been they will be collecting. Many a times, what happens inside an organization, some of the pages, some of the papers have been dumped, and that paper is storing some information, some critical information. Okay, so that they can take an advantage. That is your dumpster diving. Then is your shoulder surfing, peeking from behind. Someone is trying me username and password, and standing it behind and picking it down. Okay, phishing, skimming attack, farming attack, malware attack, wall driving attack. Heard about wall driving attack? Attack has been done on your wireless devices. Okay. Mail storming attack, mail bombing attack. Okay, how this attack has been prepared? So first, what just generally attacker will do, he will create a malware. Okay, then or else he will be creating a malicious email that he want to transmit it across the network. Okay, post to that, email monitoring tool is been required to monitor all this malicious attachment. Okay, now this is from an security perspective I'm talking about. So as in security perspective inside an organization, what we can do to protect from such kind of an attack, first we are going to filter all this event. We are going to configure an email filtering tool which is going to block all this malicious email. Not only that, we are going to monitor it as well. We are going to deploy an email monitoring tool which is going to check all this malicious attachment, links, messages, as well as your sensitive information which is coming in, going out over an email. Okay, we are going to check who has been communicating. Okay, if the communication channel is inside the internal network or if the communication channel is outside the internal network. Okay, training and awareness has been provided to each and every employee regarding your email attacks. Okay, training has been provided to an employees to examine that to examine how we can identify whether the user is legitimate or not by looking at the sender address, by looking at the signature. Okay, we have acceptable usage policy as well, email usage policies. Okay, then post to that log analysis of all these email tools. Okay, we are going to install the email log analysis tool. We are going to configure email client and server to create all the regularly archives and backups as well. Something has been happened, majorly damage has been happened, so we can have an backups as well in that case. Okay, now this is your preparation phase. Now how we are going to indicate an email attack by, let's say our email servers are not available. Again, that can be possibilities that something has been happened to our servers. We are going to identify the access system as well or the email account after opening the email. If the system shows sign of a malware attack, it will going to take a bit more time to open any of the application. Okay, then not only that, if there are multiple advertisements have been received or been sent over an spam email, again an indicator of some attack has been done. If the theme or the interface of the web page of the web servers has been changed, again indicator something has been happened. Okay, So all these familiar, unfamiliar changes, which can lead that can lead to an email attack. Okay. Now that is for an organization. Now for a particular this individual person, how we are going to identify? So if there is any unfamiliar changes on your card that you are not recognizing it, again a factor of it, you are no longer receiving the statement from your bank of your credit card, debit card. Okay, you are getting calls from credit card, debit card company that a payment has been done. Okay, pay when are you going to make the particular payment for this? Okay, not only that, you will be getting a call as well, a fraud call, that we are calling from a fraud call department. Something has been happened, so I want your details, card details. So can you please provide me your card number and the CVE number? Okay, if you stop receiving any service bill towards an electronic gas station, all such kind of a thing, then you can easily indicate that something has been happened to your card list. Okay, so to detect, we have multiple tools as well available to detect all just phishing or spam emails. We have Netcraft, we have phishing tanks. So these tools are being used to perform the analysis, or to see is there to detect is there any phishing activities are been happening over an email servers or not. Okay, so these are the few points which you have to you can say remember. Okay, not from an official purpose. I'm talking about from a personal purpose as well. Okay, down the line, if you receive any such kind of an email, or you think so that this email can be a suspicious one, so simply first identify it, whether it's a legitimate one or not. If there any link has been attached, let's cross verify whether this link is legitimate one or not. Okay, don't straight away upload the document. It can be an personal document as well. First we are going to identify the domain, the particular user as well, who is sending the email, and by what time the email has been received. Okay, check for the mail body as well, what are the information have been provided. Okay, all such kind of a small things you can is going to help you to indicate the malicious, or you can say the normal email activity. Okay, and one more thing, when you are going to analyze the email, just make a note of it. Look for the headers. In headers, you are going to look for the written part, recipient email address, name of email server. Okay, then type of email sending services. Okay, IP address also can be checked of sender. Okay, SPF record, center policy framework from your MX toolbox, attachment of the file. Okay, date and time. Okay, so these are the few things which you are going to analyze from the email headers. This information will be there in your email header. Received from, okay, followed by the IP address, followed by the time, date, message ID is also been included. If you are inside your Gmail, okay, so over there onto the right hand side, there will be 3 dots. Click on 3 dots and click on show original. This is what you are going to see. Message ID created from to subject SPF DMARC followed by the body. Okay, so these are my headers. Okay. And similarly, if you want to do it for any particular Outlook mail, so what you can do, download that mail body and open it in your notepad. Complete information, including your IP address, will be displayed over here in that. That's the best way to do an email forensic. Practice all those things. Okay, the information which I shared, the website which I shared, so we can have a good practice over there. If you are planning to move into the particularly defensive side of security, so this is the best thing you can have. And post to that, yes, majorly certificates are been required, so you can plan for any certificate down the line that will be going to add and cherry on the cake when you are into the department, particularly moving into any specific domain, so we can plan it accordingly. So for the defensive side, you can start as you can start with security plus. That will be the best entry level course. And if anyone want to move into security domain and particularly into a defensive side of security plus will going to give you a complete understanding, not only from a base perspective, from a management perspective as well. Okay, what is an incident response, what that team has been working, what is uncertain, what is in forensic team, how that team will be working, along with that what are CEO, what are the compliance has been attached. Okay, if anything happened, if any attack has been happened, post to that what compliance we are going to add on it. So all those things will be majorly has been looked into security plus. Then post to that, depending on to your interest, if you want to move into SOC, so you can plan for CSA, or if you want to move into forensic team, you can plan for CHFI. Okay, or you want to go into a certain intel team, so CTIA you can plan for. So according to your interest, you can plan any of the certificates. These are your defensive certificates. Okay. Now, first of all, the very first thing, nothing comes for a free. Okay. If someone has been saying, okay, you will be getting XYZ money after this, you have to invest this, simply say it no. Second of all, the person who has been approaching, he might have done some information gathering of yours, isn't it? He had already collected the information. He knows what are the weak points. He knows what you want, what particularly things you have been looking for. On that specific range, he will try to approach you. Okay, if you are looking for any specific course, or if you are looking to buy any particular car, so he will going to approach you in that way. By after 30 days, by 50 days, by 3 months, there might be a possibility that you will be winning a car. At the back of the mind, you are thinking of a car as well. Couple of days back, you will be looking over an internet. You are getting more and more information of it. You have visited one or two service center or one or two car showrooms as well. So they simply collected the information, and on to the basis of that information, they are tempting you. Okay, so be aware of it. Nothing comes for the free of a cost. Okay, there will be a reason behind after any behind any of the statement. Okay, so never trust anyone who is trying to give you some perks. Okay, if you want to, then do your studies behind that. Okay, what that organization is, when it has been established, are they look for the reviews as well. Okay, are they well organized, are they well known as well. Okay, the person who has been approaching toward you to ask for this ID to employee ID, if it is a legitimate one, he will be going to provide you an employee ID and cross verify from an organization if this particular person has been associated with your organization. So further to that, then you are going to share your details, because your details are what, it's an PII. You're not going to share any personal information. Okay, and that too over a phone call, never. So be aware such with such kind of an activity. There are many frauds have been happening nowadays. Okay, many frauds, a phishing, a scamming call have been happening, a skimming have been happening. Okay, a phone SIM card skimming has been done without getting an OTP. Money will get transacted from one account to another account. So beware of it. What information you are providing, it's totally dependent to them. Okay, so it's in our hand what we are providing, what we are giving, even in social media as well. Whatever information we are giving, that information is available to everyone.